In reality, Kellogg's cereal, Corn Flakes to be exact, would have a very long-lasting relationship with Superman, sponsoring the radio show and then the television series. This relationship between the Man of Steel and Kellogg's was reinforced by publicity and packaging, well, for decades. Now, only 3 years after Schuster and Siegel introduced the Man of Steel to comic book audiences, the Fleischer brothers, Max and Dave, bring Superman to the silver screen. The first time ever that a cartoon series relied on realistic human characters without the help of any funny animals. The animated toons basically furthered the artistic growth of the animation industry and yielded some excellent and memorable moments. Now, when Paramount Studios first proposes that the Fleischer brothers tackle Superman, the brothers were in fact reluctant to do so. They considered it way too expensive to animate human anatomy successfully. Dave Fleischer hopes to discourage Paramount and tells the studio it will cost over $100,000 to make each cartoon episode. To his surprise and amazement, Paramount approves the $100,000 budget, and the Man of Steel animated shorts go into production. Now, the Fleischer brothers use blocks and wedges in constructing the characters, and this $100,000 budget allows them the extensive use of the rotoscope to add believability to Superman's movements. Now, the rotoscoping technique is basically movies of actual human actors in action that are then traced and drawn over. The Fleischers copy the somewhat crude and managed style of the early Superman comic books, but add their own unique flourishes and touches. Now, in these animated toons, there's 17 of them, Lois Lane resembles a tough, film-noirish Disney Snow White. She looks very much like Snow White in the Disney 1937 film. And Clark Kent is treated as his own separate character, his voice changing from a quivering tenor to a powerful baritone when Clark becomes Superman. The Fleischer brothers create milestones in the Superman mythos. For example, they come up with the term faster than a speeding bullet. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. That comes from the Fleischer brothers. These trademark Man of Steel phrases come from their imagination. In late 1942, the Fleischer brothers studio goes bankrupt and changes hands due to their attempt to compete with Walt Disney and enter the feature film market. The Fleischer brothers' two features, Gulliver's Travels, 1939, and Mr. Bug Goes to Town, also known as Hoppity Goes to Town. Well, they lose tons of money, and the Fleischer brothers studio goes bankrupt. But the quality of these Superman cartoons remained throughout. The Fleischers and Paramount took great care with these 17 episodes. The 17 cartoons are extravagant and feature overwhelming images with exhilarating and spectacular action scenes. These Superman cartoons by the Fleischer brothers are a significant event in the history of animation. If you have never seen these Fleischer brothers Superman cartoons, go to our Toon GRR channel on YouTube. Go to Toon GRR. We have at least 5 of those cartoons up, and you can get a look at them. They're really, really good, and you should give